Maximus Analysis here for July 23rd, 2015, and we see that they have not, and I know you guys are like, God, he keeps talking about this damn 2080 area. Well, guess what? They keep coming close to it. So 2080, 2040. 2040 is more average one, but 2080 has been hit many times as well. So they gave us sell soon. We want to see what happens tomorrow. Again, if they could break above the highs, I would need them to see them close above 2120 for me to consider something for next week. I'm not going to, I can be late, but I'm not going to chase and I'm not going to try to predict because, again, I gave the rating about, I think it was on Monday. I said, best looking one is NQ. Second best is ES. That's what we got going on right here. YM, really bad shape. So the YM, they actually only kept up with IBM. So you can see these lower highs in place. They're already about 350 off of where we want them to be above. So the names that they kept in place were IBM, which is beat, is just a dead cat bounce from gap down. And I think Goldman sold off a little bit. Goldman's given an engulfing pattern right now. But there's still some names that are not looking good with that. And I think there was only one name on the Dow that was actually above $1. So again, it could have been worse today if they actually let it really run all the names. But again, Apple for the Dow, it's coming up, but it's still, again, remember I said we want to see how this one follows up. Ain't no follow-up yet. So even if it gets up to 130, you want to see what that volume looks like going into it. And it breaks this low of 122, 120. It's going to be a frightening thing for a lot of people. So the NQ index still looks okay. Again, but some names do look beat up today. So again, Google does look beat up. I think it was down. Again, I'm not saying it's supposed to be down, but after 30-something% run up, again, I wasn't expecting it to just continue. So if you went long after that gap up on this breakout, dude, you just don't like your money. Just wait. God, just wait. Netflix, again, it's not a bear candidate at all, but I would still be watching how they look. Amazon, again, gave a sell signal. It's coming back a little bit regarding that. Priceline actually doesn't look that bad compared to them all. So it doesn't look that bad as well. But the indexes do look bad. So again, we want to see, remember, if you've been watching me for a while, the indexes are the tide and these sectors are the ripples. And then you have your individual names within that pond or whatever you want to call it. But they still look pretty beat up. And you got Tesla. It's just right now, I mean, after this run up, you got to see, and it needs to hold this pivot, this 254 pivot in a major way. You got the bonds shooting up. And again, you have the dollar still holding its bull pivots, and we got to see what, because oil is breaking down and gold is breaking down. So here's the crude oil chart, and it's still going down, So again, I'm kind of like, why the hell is the pump not as attractive as it was before? I mean, why is where I am, when it was down at this level, it was like $1, and now it's still like $2 something. So that's very interesting to see how the pump has not been reflecting how low it's gone. Because now it should be, from the last time you remember from this year, it should be the lowest point right now regarding your gas pump. So that's something maybe you want to talk to your local representative, say what the hell is going on. But those guys are pretty much nuts as it is. So we got to see what happens again with this ES. And again, the 2080 area is still coming up because it's still relevant. It's been moving sideways. And again, if it comes and layers above this and shoots back up, that's cool. It's going to go without me, but I want to see what happens tomorrow. Okay, because we were in overbought territory here, and we got to see if we have some follow through tomorrow. If we have follow through to what side, I'm not sure. But I'm more gearing towards the downside because of how much energy it took to make an 4.5% run. I think it was, I think it was a 4.5% run that it made, going all the way up to here with a lot of energy on decreasing volume. The volume has increased the sell side. Let's see where it continues. But again, that 2080 area has been critical for the markets right now. So again, you don't want to put major position size at work for swing trade until you get a definable place, because or a definable trend, because again, and again, it might seem corny, but I don't care, because I'd rather tell you the truth and not have many viewers than say all types of bullshit that, again, I have a 99.9% win rate and all that other crap, because that's not the truth. I'm a trader. I trade for a living. I'm a real trader. So it's a matter of saying, listen, I trade for a living and we're still in the chop. Okay, you see it? That's the chop. And again, it's not giving that much. Let's see what happens on a weekly time frame as well to see where we go, because you can see that, again, if you can't see the chop there, you could definitely see it here. So again, you have this huge bar. You want to see exactly 2080, probably like mid-level-less bar. Let's see if it could go. And that's actually the last buy signal was around 2079, 2080 as well. So again, it would get back into this bar on a weekly basis and wouldn't have any follow through. So let's see how far they get into last week's price action. So again, it's still not time to put all that money at work. And I know that people can get frustrated, but so what? Here's the truth. If you don't have a definable trend, let me give you an example, because I don't bullshit at all. Okay. I did a video I posted on Twitter of crude. Okay. And it wasn't the most popular video. I got a lot of shit for telling people in February that crude was in a downtrend. Okay, it was still in a downtrend from this pop up. Okay, I don't care if this was crude. It could be Tesla, it could be Apple, it could be Google, Amazon, Netflix, whoever. If this is the chart, you know, people are saying this is the buy of the century. Buy of the century? Buy of the century is shit the bed right now. Okay, so again, people might say, oh, how low can go? I said that you can keep going all the way down. It could go to zero for all I say. Again, the Fed ain't gonna let it go to zero. But you got to keep that mindset that your account can, on the way of trying to pick the bottoms. Don't pick the bottoms. I really didn't want to drop an F-bomb, but insert that F-bomb there. Trade the trend, my friends. Don't have to be right. Don't chase, for Christ's sakes. Because there's somebody shorting oil right now, and it pops up to 54, and they're out talking about the market's rigged. It ain't rigged. You late to the party. There's a lot of people that went long XLF, I think, and are like, you know, got squeezed. You got squeezed. How the hell you got squeezed? You bought from here to here and expect that it was just going to be this simple little pullback right here, this little tight range here. That's it. I mean, again, it might pay you once in a while, but this is not the high probability trade. And that's that. So again, let's see what happens tomorrow. If you need to wait till Monday to look for a trade, don't even look at if you're cash, don't even look at the damn computer tomorrow. How about that? How about them apples? Don't look at the computer tomorrow. Say, listen, I'm going to let them sort this thing out, and I'll come and beat their ass next week, because at least I'll have something that gives me a definable trend. Take care, man.